tonight.
We have got a really exciting treat in store for us.
Emma Willis and our little brother Dan are here.
Hey!
I can't believe it. It's been 20 years since 10 housemates walked into that house in East London and changed television forever. Welcome to Big Brother Best Shows Ever, where we go back in time and we visit some of the best episodes. Like so many of you, I have had just the biggest love affair with this TV programme. Big Brother saw me through the most important stages of my life and 3 pregnancies. And now I've been given the opportunity to look back. We have chosen 10 of our favourite episodes, and when I say we, I am joined by somebody who I adore so much, and he has Big Brother coursing through his veins. It is Rylan!
Davina, how are you, gorgeous? This is so exciting. I can't believe we're doing this. The 12-year-old in me is having a small collapse at the moment. I can't believe after 20 years that I'm finally getting to share the screen with the original Big Mother.
It's quite hard choosing 10 shows.
I mean, we could have done a year's worth, if we're being completely honest. Now, we have picked some of our favourite episodes of Big Brother, and we've ranged from 2000 to 2010. Don't think we've forgotten some, because there are more than 10 amazing episodes of this show, as you know. So what me and Davina have done is we have scoured every single episode of Big Brother, and we have found real great episodes that have got big moments, fantastic tasks. It's going to be the ultimate memory lane walk. I can't wait.
Right, Rylan, where should we start?
Well, I think it's only fair that we go back to the very beginning. Now, I remember this very, very well. The year 2000, Big Brother 1, at that beautiful house in Bow in East London, but you were physically standing there. What do you remember about this?
I remember thinking it was really fresh and exciting and a bit scary. After the first episode, I was so enthralled watching nothing.
Yeah.
I loved that feeling of the snowball gathering momentum. For me, that was the big thing. What about you?
What I think is the best thing about Big Brother 1 is that no one knew. You didn't know working on it. I didn't know as a fan. Because it was so new and so pure, none of these housemates had any preconception about what they were walking into. And I think as much as we've had amazing series since Big Brother 1, we know that, you will never, ever get that exact moment back of nobody knowing what they were walking into. It is the purest of purest reality television I think we'll ever see.
Yes.
We are going to be showing these episodes just as they went out on air. So same aspect ratio, not all in HD, nothing like that. But remember, back then, some of the episodes were shorter than the episodes we're used to now. So we've bolted a few episodes together. And as ever, as I'm sure you're aware, there are some things that we have taken out of a few shows that just didn't feel right for 2020. So here it is, Big Brother 1.
Dear 34, for this week's task, the group have all got to complete an assault course. But Mel's worried she can't do the monkey bars.
How's your hand feel with the plaster on it?
Fine.
Good.
Absolutely fine. I've got to decide what I'm going to do there, haven't I?
Well, you've swung it and you did it. And you can practice now even going 2 hands per rung, but you'll have a big rest before you do it again, so you'll be able to swing it again.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Let me try doing it like that. You see, I can't do that.
Okay.
That is too much weight on me.
Right.
I'd be surprised if I drop it.
Well, you'll only need to do it the once, so you'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm going to go and ask them for some more plasters as well, because I haven't got the right ones out there. Right, shower, sunbathing, maybe some breakfast.
They all warm up in different ways. Having bet half of next week's shopping budget, they need to win. If they don't, they'll only have £31.50 to spend.
This is how the girls should do it. Take their time, do it nice and slow.
Mel comes to the diary room.
I'm getting mildly irritated with Nick, I think. He kind of thinks that he knows exactly how all the nominations and evictions and how everything's going to unfold. I'd be very sad to see Craig go on Friday. I've very much changed my mind about him. I think he is a real sweetheart. I think he's such a nice bloke with a heart of gold. Now I know for a fact that Nick doesn't feel that way because he's told me. And I find that kind of two-faced attitude, I find it really sickening. It's just people trying to sway the way you vote, that's all. Quite obviously and quite blatantly.
It's almost time for this week's task.
Right, come on, kids. Let's rock and roll it. Give us a... What should we give us?
Energy.
Give us
Energy.
Energy. Give us an
Energy.
E.
E-N.
E-N-E-R-G-Y.
All right, give us an E.
E. Give us an... Give us an...
Come on.
Give us an
E.
E. Give us an N. N. Give us an E. E. Give us an R. R. And G. G.
And a Y.
Come on! They've been set a time limit of 8 minutes to complete their assault course. They'll clock up penalties if they make any mistakes.
Bob and weave.
I know you have 30 seconds until the beginning of this week's task.
Go, Anna.
I am Daley Thompson. I am Daley Thompson.
Come on, Annie!
Go on. Take it easy, take your time.
That's
Take your time, Anna.
right.
That's good. Nice and easy.
Come on, Annie, doing well.
Nice and easy, chuck your hand. Nice and easy.
On the monkey bars, hands must touch every rung, and feet cannot touch the ground.
Feet out.
Feet out. Touch every ring. Good call. Black to black.
On the seesaw, feet must touch the black markers on each end.
Fantastic.
Hey, chin up. Over here.
They've got to work in relay, passing safety gear from one to another instead of batons.
Nice and easy, nice and slowly.
So, Craig, take your time.
Take your time, mind your knee pads. You've got everything.
Gaze all tight.
Check your knee, check your knee. Well done, Craig.
Air positions.
Who's next?
That's me, it's me.
Are you doing elbow or knee?
Stand there. Nick, I'm here.
Craig makes it round in 25 seconds.
You have 10 seconds.
What's watching?
Go.
Fucking hell, got caught underneath the nest. Put me neck back there.
Darren has practiced the least.
Go on, Darren.
Black to black.
Who's next? After Darren. Oh, shit.
No, go on, you're all right. Well done.
He just escapes a penalty and makes it in 27 seconds.
Sorry, yeah. Take your time.
Go, Mel.
Take your time, that's it, nice and easy.
Who's after Mel?
Okay.
Nicky, Nicola. I need one over this side.
All week, Mel's been worried she won't make it across the monkey bars.
Mel, nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Good girl.
Go on, Mel, going strong. Going strong, Mel, legs out.
Hey. Nice and easy.
I thought
Yes.
Excellent.
She completes the course in 29 seconds.
That's right.
Okay, done.
Ready?
Go.
Take your time.
She's cool on that.
Going well, Nick.
All right.
All right, low.
Pull the lid off my head.
It's all right, Nick, you take
It's all right, take your time, take your time.
I can't stop. Who's next?
Me. Come on, Nicky!
Yeah!
Keep going! Keep going! All the way up! Keep going!
Good girl!
Go on, Nick, good girl. Yes, take your time.
35 seconds for Nicola. And a 3.5-minute total so far, with only Nicholas and Thomas to go. Nicholas, who says he spent 3 years in the Territorial Army, has been coaching the group all week.
Come on, Nick, take your time.
You can do it!
The whistle indicates a penalty, 20 seconds, as his foot touched the floor.
Take your time, Nick.
I'm inside. I'm doing a knee.
Do you need?
Yeah.
Stop with the shell.
What are you doing?
Take your time,
Look
Nick.
at his hat.
Oh, it's all right, mate.
Do it again,
Don't
do
worry,
it
it's all right.
again, do it again!
There's a second penalty of 15 seconds, and he must walk the seesaw again.
Walk it, Nick. Just walk it.
Slowly.
Yeah. Breathe out
Good
the
man.
end.
Good man.
In total, he adds 1 minute 24 seconds to their time.
Go, Tom!
Thomas goes last.
Take your time, Tom.
Come on, Tom! You do it now.
This is time.
5:17, right. It's fine. Take your time, Tom.
His time is 25 seconds.
Excellent.
Their combined time for the course, including penalties, is 5 minutes 48 seconds, well within their 8-minute limit. Having succeeded, they'll get to spend £94.50 on food and luxuries next week.
Brilliant.
Do not go anywhere, because we have got even more Big Brother 1 straight after this break.
Welcome back to Big Brother, best shows ever, and we are looking at Series 1. But right now, we have got a really exciting treat in store for us, haven't we, Rylan?
We have indeed. For the first time ever, the 4 of us are here. I am so excited to say my big sister, Emma Willis, and our little brother, Dermot, are here.
Yay!
Oh my God!
What a moment.
You know what, Dermot? We lived so many of these moments together. Did you ever think this show would become what it did?
It was so incredible how it captured the nation's imagination. It works on so many levels, but you could also make your kids tea and watch it. I can't tell you how much I look back at the years I did Big Brother's Little Brother.
With fondness, right?
Yeah, just the most kind of elemental years, really, of my career, and I just haven't got a bad word to say about it.
Emma, it is so lovely to see you, my big sister. How on earth are we 20 years on from the beginning of Big Brother? We'll never know, but what does the show mean to you?
I always find the best way to describe it is that it's like a member of your family. Do you know what I mean? It's in your blood. It's there with you from the minute it's conceived. It is a massive part of your life. And whether you are loving it, hating it, laughing with it, crying with it, you can't ever truly remove yourself from it because it's just in you. It runs through your veins.
Oh, thanks, guys. We'll see you later on in the series.
Big love, guys.
Right, let's get back to the house action.
Oh my God, just hearing you say that, I swear to God.
Darren has been telling Nicholas about his sister.
What is your sister's called?
My sister's name is Julie.
Julie Bateman.
Julie.
Julie Bateman sounds very good.
Julie, what's your surname? What's your surname? Bateman.
Yeah.
Julie Bateman.
Yeah. And you can be my brother, you see. Then we can go down to Bar Rumba. and you can say, this is my brother. They'll go, no, he's a white man. You go, no,
Yeah,
really,
no,
it's my
but
brother.
he's my brother. So you keep your hands off him.
You know it'd be good fun. I could
Yeah,
babysit.
it'll be good fun.
I could babysit for you when you go off as well, you see.
Probably could.
You know, that makes sense.
It does make sense, but my sister wouldn't have you now.
My sister does not do white socks for a start. Shoes and white socks.
No, neither do I.
Secondly,
No,
shoes and white socks that you don't do. My sister won't do those.
I agree. I don't wear shoes and white socks ever. Well, no, this is, yeah, windows.
Justify the fact that you're wearing white socks, Russ.
Why? Because I can't be bothered to change them.
Show me your shoes.
No.
Give me your shoes.
No. You see...
Put your shoes up here.
The problem with Darren, he's a bit... Look at those.
The problem with Russ is a bit cuckoo. I don't even have no words for
Children
it.
are very lucky to have such a wonderful and a magic father as you. And to spend 8 or 9 weeks here is but a short time. And the longer you're here, the more they'll grow to miss you and to love you. And that time away will give you time to reflect and realise they are the most important things in the world.
Yeah.
And they will see you, and they'll be so happy when they see you that it will be a beautiful scene to withhold. And it's to make you a stronger and better person, being away and missing them.
You're still not fucking having my sister. Whatever you fucking say, I don't give a damn. Get out, make the coffee.
Mel's helping Craig prepare mango.
No. Can't. No?
Like that. Slice off it.
No, slice it.
Slice it like that.
Yeah, but like down. Yeah, down. Yeah. My mum would be having kittens, Craig, but she'd forgive you for it.
Thanks.
Yeah. She'd go, oh. You don't cut all the... Just leave that. Leave the pit, because you just eat that.
Oh, you surround it?
Yeah, you can't do anything with it.
Nick? Nick, honey, do you come and have some of this butchered mango?
Underneath the mango tree, my honey, where
No, be
you
nice.
and I and the sun.
You may be in next
You're
week
partial
and
to
we
a
can
good
vote again.
spanking, are you,
know. Sorry?
Partial to a good spanking.
Sorry?
And a good hot, riveting sex sesh.
Craig, I can't understand what you're saying.
Come here, I want to talk to you.
Huh?
Come here, I want to talk to you. Come to my office.
What do you want to talk to me about? I'm not sitting there, I don't trust you.
Come to my office.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Be frightened, Mel.
I am frightened.
Why?
What do you want to talk to me about?
Don't know.
You've got 5 minutes to tell me what you want to tell me.
5 minutes.
And that's it.
Couldn't say it all in 5 minutes.
Of course you could.
Couldn't.
The group have been missing music, so Big Brother has set them the task of writing an original song, which they must perform in 24 hours. While the rest of the group eat dinner, Darren takes charge.
Really nice out there to look at the sky.
Is it?
Takes all your memories, all your thoughts, just wraps them up into one.
Mr. Music Man, I have some lyrics for you.
Have you got some lyrics? Want to tell you about the house in Bow where the 10 people had to go. It's true. True? Oh, true. Did I say something wrong? Oh. That was right. Yeah, it's true. Aircraft flew overhead. People stayed in their beds. It's true. It's true. That's cool. I'm gonna write my verse is gonna be all about you. Hello.
Feel the wonder. Feel the wonder.
All the group must contribute. They get to work.
Feel the wonder.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Of our sound.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say
It's minging?
Of our sound.
Brilliant, I like that.
I do. Of our sound.
Want to tell you about a
house in Bow where 10 people had to go. It's true. It's true. Yeah, we sleep all day and talk all night. Most of the time we just talk shit. It's Bubba. It's Bubba. That's so loving friendships all around. Feel the wonder of what's out. It's Megan! It's Megan!
Loving friendships all around, feel the wonder of our sound.
We're part of this game and we're going insane. I started thinking of a personal thing.
Although it's against Big Brother rules, Nicholas writes messages to Craig.
Definitely, I think next week he'll go.
Thomas comes to the diary room with something on his mind.
I do find that some of the members of the group would try to have maybe an overbearing influence, that you should see things their way and their way only. Nicholas would be one of the characters who would be... He's like an overgrown schoolboy as such, in that he likes to whisper into your ear, but he likes to lead the direction as such of thought. He likes you to go down his way of thinking.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Big Brother, best shows ever, and we are looking at Series 1.
Later in bed, Thomas shares his concerns with Craig.
I'm saying this as a friend to you, that I was influenced to vote a certain way this week, which I didn't. And I was surprised you were voted.
You're surprised I was voted?
Yeah.
Why were you instigated to vote against me?
I was, yeah.
Was you? Why?
Nick has a habit of writing things down.
Yeah.
On a Friday night or something like that. You know, whenever everybody's running about whooping.
Yeah.
Nick would have a habit of just etching something down and saying Monday. Yeah. He said to me on, I think it was Tuesday night of last week, Craig's the traitor.
Craig's the what?
The traitor. I thought, no, I don't see it that way.
Huh?
And, you know, and I'm getting more wary of him because he's trying to exert more influence, and he's now coming up with these wee stories.
This whole thing is diverting it all away from him.
Yeah.
I appreciate you telling me this, and I'll assure you I won't mention it to him. It disappointed me, that.
It's just that it's made me so uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not very often you get room in here to talk to anybody.
In all honesty, I've felt uncomfortable the last couple of times because he has tried to sort of divert me. I was sitting here minding my own business. I started trying to write lyrics for the song. I started writing bits of a poem, like it was just what was coming into my mind.
Yeah.
And he come in and sort of said, "Oh, I've got something to show you," and he hovered around and he walked over here and he started to try to write, something on the blackboard, like.
Probably trying to write the name of somebody who voted against you.
I just went, "Yeah, I know what you mean, mate." I said, "I know what you mean," and I just wiped it off. And then, do you know what I feel like checking his papers, underneath there? Because he had showed me one.
I think he's got 2 sets. I think he's got 2 sets. I think he's one in the locker and one in his bag.
I feel like going out and knocking him out. Fuck that.
An hour later, it's still on Craig's mind, and he asks Anna for a word.
Tidy floor.
I know, yeah. Davin's done a great job on it today.
I know.
He's done a great job. Yeah, try to pull you aside like this.
Yeah.
All I want to do is ask you one question.
Yeah.
It won't get you into trouble because everything we're saying is recorded, obviously. But there's a few things come to my attention. Quite a few people now. I want to ask you one question. All I want is an honest answer, okay? Has Nick approached you with a piece of paper to try and steer your nominations on Friday with my name actually on it? No.
No, honestly.
Okay, that's right, that's fine, it's okay. I just appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, that's awful, Craig.
Yeah, well, a few people have come up and told me now.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, seriously. Just can't believe Nick, he's disappointing. Tom told me, Tom said look in his bag and things. I said no, I'm not going to look. His bag's about and being there, but I'll ask him tomorrow at the table. Can I go and look in your bags?
God.
And then hopefully if anyone else in there has experienced it, they will put their hands up as well. You know, if they're honest enough. Even if they're not honest to me or honest to the rest of the people on the table, they will make themselves look a fool in front of their family and millions of viewers who are watching all day.
You should go and talk to Big Brother.
I'll have to, won't I? Yeah.
Go in now.
Myself getting wound up. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
40 minutes later, Mel confides in Anna that she's also suspicious.
But in actual fact, I found out what he's doing is he's giving different names to different people, which I just found really weird. I just thought, what are you doing? And it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of indicates to me that he doesn't remember what he's doing, or...
Oh my God.
And, at that point, I started to freak out.
Yeah,
Because then I just started to freak out. I was just like, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense at all. I now feel like I'm going mad.
Why is he being such a fucking...
But him being so two-faced, fucking showing people be naming things on.
How can he write your name? He hasn't got nothing to write with.
I can't answer that, I don't know.
I can't believe he's got papers in there, you know? I think we should get the papers in and just leave it. And at least we know we've seen it. Because tomorrow when we say it, he's going to probably come in here and have a look and say, no, I haven't got papers, I haven't got papers. We should have a look for those papers now, just to make sure we know that we've seen them ourselves.
We do, and you're going up there.
No, I'm going through that.
No, don't.
Oh, come on, let's go through that. Fucking show people's names. You just stand there and watch the door. It's fucking out of order.
I don't agree with this. What does it say?
Caroline and Nikki.
Fucking hell.
Craig and Mel. Fucking hell. Don't go out there. Say a minute.
Fucking hell.
Craig and Mel. He's a fucking... Don't worry about it. See, it's there. We've seen it. I've seen it. I've just seen it. I can't say I went through his stuff. No, fucking... Just there.
Oh, it's winding me up, mate. Really fucking...
Friday. Goodbye, Nikki. Next week, Darren and Craig. Darren goes. Week after that, Craig and Anna. Anna goes. Week after that, Craig and Tom. Craig goes, Tom stays. Left with us three. He went by 3%. I've seen it all in my dream.
At 4:10, Nicholas comes to bed. The group have decided to wait until the morning before confronting him.
We're going to have a meeting in the morning.
Why?
Just everyone's upset over all various things. So the best thing to do is when we're all together, we all sit down and have a chat, everything what we've all got to say.
What's it going to achieve, though?
What, mate?
Everyone's unhappy with different things.
Everyone's all unhappy with different things. Nick, yeah, and it's got to come to a light. It's making it difficult for everybody, so everyone's got to say what's upsetting them or what's on their mind.
I think I agree with you, Craig. I think it's a good idea, but at the end of the day, this always happens around nomination day. And after it, and it's generally the girls who aren't happy.
On this occasion, Nick, I'm not very happy.
Aren't you?
No.
I didn't know that.
What?
I didn't know that. Did you go to Diary Room?
I did, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I did have a chat with them. They just told me to bring it up at the table, wait till everybody's around and talk then, like.
Okay. I look forward to it tomorrow.
Me too.
Big Brother in Series 1 sounds so different.
And not just Big Brother, Marcus.
Oh my God, Marcus!
Who is that impersonator? I rung him. I was like, Marcus, you do realise where you come from, don't you?
Sounds so English, doesn't he?
Marcus's voice, to me, is as important as Big Brother's voice itself.
I want to hear a bit.
Give us a Big Brother 1.
OK, how about this? Day 23. Davina and Rylan are chatting about their favourite show, Big Brother.
Give me a Big Brother 11.
Day 50. Davina and Rylan are discussing Big Brother's best shows ever.
That is so funny.
Hearing early day Marcus is probably the highlight of this entire experience for me.
Don't go anywhere, we'll be back in a minute.
Welcome back to Big Brother Best Shows Ever, where me and Davina are looking at Big Brother 1.
So we are actually joined by a legend from Big Brother 1. It's Craig!
Oh, thank you.
Yay! Do you know what, Craig? It feels like yesterday.
It does, doesn't it? 20 years ago, going into that house and coming out the first winner. It's amazing.
Just before you went in, what were you thinking? What were your thoughts about the show?
I honestly sat on that couch every night in that house thinking to myself, how on earth could a production company make a television programme out of this? You know, it's just a gang of people having a laugh. No one's going to be interested in watching us. We're boring. But I couldn't have been any wrong, in fairness.
Thank God you were that wrong as well. Thank God, because it is an absolute amazing watch, still 20 years on. And Craig, can I ask you this? Because I think I'm right in saying this. After 20 years,
yes,
you've never seen the episode, have you?
You are totally right. Laura and I started to lock down about 2 or 3 weeks before the government actually suggested it. I thought we can dig it out and watch it. And then what did Laura go and do? She said, Craig, I can't remember the show that much because I was at school when you were in the house.
Oh!
Which made me think, oh no, ouch. That makes me feel old, yeah.
Craig, this has genuinely been, as a Big Brother superfan, as you know, such an honour, and I can't thank you enough.
Oh, bless you, Rylan. My absolute pleasure.
It's so nice to see you.
Lots of love, Craig.
And thank you to Big Brother for the experience.
Love you, Craig.
Love you.
OK, let's get back to the house.
Day 35. As soon as everyone's up, the meeting is called.
OK, well, I've got a very important thing I want to bring up. I think everyone should be aware of it, and it's everybody's concern. Basically, sorry I have to say it, Nick, but I'm very disappointed in yourself. I not only feel, I'm quite positive and got evidence that you're plotting a very dirty plan on everybody in here to vote against each other and steer it divert from you.
I think it's an absurd, Craig. It's not one of your...
Yeah. OK, you may think it's absurd, Nick, but let me point out a few facts here. There's a number of people sitting around this table, right, who have come to me over the weekend and basically said that you have showed them a piece of paper with various names on it, i.e. my name on a number of occasions. I have witnessed you giving me a piece of paper with various people's names on, and so have other people around this table, which I don't want to mention their names. If they want to feel free and add in on it, they're welcome to. What disappoints me the most, Nick, right? How can you be so two-faced?
Yeah.
You know,
if this is true.
Well, I know it's true. Right. You know it's true that you have sat and blatantly had a one-on-one conversation with me and make arrangements for the future. You know, when we get out of here, to go and visit Tom and things like that. I want to ask you, Nick, how can you do that, right? Knowing fair well, you've passed paper around people around this table with my name on in a conspiracy to get me out. Now, you may think I'm being paranoid or upset and feeling personal because I'm nominated out this week. You're wrong, I don't feel that, right? I feel everyone in this room is strong enough to make up their own mind, right? I feel I'm fairly nominated in this week. I don't know the reasons. Everyone's entitled to vote, and I think it's done fairly. But what I cannot understand, and I'm asking you, please explain to me, What's your game? What are you playing at? What's your motive for it, like?
Craig, you've made a number of wild accusations over the last couple of weeks. And, you know, again, when you accuse Caroline of drinking too much, you tend to, you know, when you're caught, tend to jump.
No, let me go on, Nick.
And you too. We've all been told we can't discuss nominations, and you told me who you were voting for this week.
No, I didn't.
But is what he's saying about you showing people names, is that true?
No, it's not.
Oh.
You have,
You
Nick
have.
hasn't shown me names.
And you show me names.
Nick hasn't shown me any names. Have you?
No.
You've never shown me a name.
Have you shown Melanie?
You wouldn't dare show me a name.
Hold on. Have you shown Melanie a name?
Yeah, I have.
Have
You've shown Melanie a name?
Craig
You showed
name?
Tom a name. You showed Tom names.
What name did you show Melanie?
Don't remember.
Can you explain your actions?
You know, I've had discussions with people in this room, and people will back it up that I've had. It may seem extraordinary to say, but I've seen each time, and I said to you, I've seen Thomas jumping up in the air on the Friday before, and yeah, I've just had. Regardless if I should put a bit of paper, then I have to act on it.
So have you given these names before nomination or after nomination?
Oh, it's before.
Before. You have shown people names to other people before nomination. What was your reason for doing it?
In retrospect, of course, you know, that was a mistake to make. I shouldn't have shown names, but this was well before. We're talking about, you know, even just after the person's gone, you know, it's showing some names. It shouldn't have been done. And
Why did you show the names?
It was just a vision, because it's been misinterpreted now, and I can see the way.
Why didn't you show us all
As a group, I have
a
a
vision?
vision.
Why did you? Can I ask why you chose the people that you chose?
Because there are some people you share to share things with, and some people you don't. Some people may take it the wrong way. Some people might take it the right way.
You never showed me a name.
Okay, Mel.
It seems to me that it's not really a vision because you're showing different people different names.
That's what.
Oh, did you show the same two names?
Wait.
You show the same two names? Oh.
Okay, I mean, I get the feeling that it probably isn't the same two names.
It is.
And at which point I won't speak to Big Brother about it because I didn't feel comfortable
It
with
is.
it.
The same two names?
Yeah.
So every week you show the same two names.
Before nomination.
Before nomination.
Well, it's not put as in an hour before. It's well before.
Nick, that is against the rules.
That is against
That is showing. That is wanting somebody else to know who you are. You're not allowed to tell anybody, and you've just admitted that you've done it, and you've broken the rules. You have told people who you are nominating the day before nomination.
No, but I didn't.
You just said to me. You just said to me the
You
two
have tried to
names that
influence
you
my
wrote
decisions. I haven't followed your route making as such. You've given me names and intimated to me that you want me to vote for them names.
And you've done the same to me.
I have not been happy with it. I never realised it was on such a scale until I talked to Craig last night, and it blew the whole thing open. Everybody was being talked to. I find it very disappointing.
Nick, you have said to me you have seen me, yourself, and somebody else in here.
Right.
With
Last
you.
night,
Have you asked anybody else?
Darren, I said to Darren, I could see the final five with one person. I couldn't see. I could see 4 out of the 5.
But you said to me, you could see me in the final 3
Yeah.
with you and another person.
You've
said to Mel.
No. What I said. What I said.
So your vision is that whoever's here, you're going to see one of us jumping up celebrating.
No.
But you're telling each of us that
What I
there's
said,
going to be us.
what I said to you, Thomas, I could see you winning it. I could see you jumping up as you did then, winning it. And as I said.
I find that very disturbing.
I find that very disturbing.
And you're seriously writing down names, Nick, and showing people names. That's what you're doing.
It's quite insulting to feel that you think you could have diverted us on what you showed us a couple of pieces of paper on. I said to Big Brother in there, I feel a fool. On one of the pieces of paper where it had a name on, I did vote that person. Right? And I explained to them that I voted that person for my personal reason. You know, I don't want them to think that I'm weak enough to be led by you or anybody in here, because I'm not. I'm certainly not. The only weak person in here, Nick, is yourself. You've lowered yourself to this and it's backfired on you. And I'm sorry for you.
Like pieces of paper. Where are the names?
And most of them are now destroyed.
Most of them? There's only 2 names that you drew.
Well, most of the bits of paper, yeah.
So where's the rest?
Yeah, they're...
Can I just say one more thing as well, Nick, while you've really disappointed me? No one wants to make a fool out of themselves, right? I gone into the box a couple of weeks ago, right, and actually said to them in there, not only to them, 5 million people, mate, right, my family and friends, I think you're a genuine guy, and I would like to spend the rest of the duration with you. I think you're a good lad. I feel like in all honesty. You know, I feel you responsible for making me feel like in front of millions, like. And I would like to see the paper with my name on it.
Nick, you're a grown man. I can't think you would do something, especially in this situation where we're being watched by so many million, and the fact that there's kind of no escape. So if this does come out, you can't quickly just run out the door and say, "I'll leave that." You're a grown gentleman. How can you do that? That's kind of childish. That's pathetic.
So why
one of the things you told me last Tuesday night, you
it.
came past me and you said, Craig's the traitor.
Craig's what?
Craig's the traitor, is what you said.
Traitor?
Yeah.
Traitor.
Why did you say that, Nick?
Yeah.
As if to say Craig's the one who voted for you.
Craig's
That's the reason your name is on
What's the
nomination list.
traitor?
What are you playing? What game are you playing?
Everyone nominates. Like I said, I'm sorry, but there's no traitor in here. As much as I talk to Anna, when it comes to nominations, I can nominate Anna. There's no traitor. Why is Craig a traitor?
Is
this a boy-girl game?
No, not at all.
Then why is Craig the traitor? Seriously. I'm not here to be here with the boys and get the girls out. What? That's not a game. That's not the game. What's the game to you? Is that what you think it is? I'm seriously shocked at the fact that you're showing people names, Nick. That's just fucking sick.
Nick, you're making even more of a fool out of yourself by saying you've only put 2 people's names on there. You blatantly, you've been caught out and you're blatantly continuously lying about it. I would just like to ask you, would you go and get the pieces of paper?
No, I will not do that. Your name.
Will you give me the permission? Will you give me the permission to go in your badge?
Because I know what I'll do is because I'll just, I'll pack my suitcase. Simple as that.
That's your own decision, Nick, but you've dug your own grave.
Yeah.
You really have dug your own grave.
I can accept that.
I'm sorry that to work out like this.
Do you really want that £70,000 you want to win? Is that why you're doing it?
Yeah, I've done something wrong. It's
in front, not just in front of us though.
You've done it in front of millions.
That's kind of sick.
You just lost totally all respect in you. You know what I mean? I thought you were a clever guy.
Most people in this house have a lot of respect for you, Nick. And Caroline used to sing your praises at night time. And at the end of the day, I'm gutted. I'm gutted because Caroline's name could have been on one of those pieces of paper as well. And you've been so, oh, Caroline, it's fine. You're not going this week. You'll be fine. And it's probably one of her names that you've been flashing in front of other people. It makes me feel sick. And she would be so disappointed in you.
It's all worked out now. It makes sense. Exactly some of the stuff that you've been saying to me, that kind of tallies up to the fact that you've expected the people that you've shown those names to vote certain people out.
So but it doesn't make sense.
One of the votes when you said that you think they've rigged it and have taken someone off, and I kept thinking, why? Why? How can they take this person off? It's because you expected these people that you've been showing the names to vote these people. That's why. That's why you were so... You kept saying to me, it's been rigged, this person was supposed to be in this nomination. And I kept thinking, how? How do you know? But now
I think now you're just taking it now to extremes and trying to... No, it's not.
Pretty extreme. You can't.
Was it after Andy went?
That's how I feel. So it's kind of made it even worse.
No, it's not.
Because of you.
I don't think that what sort of happened, Darren, is this sort of stunt. It's like sort of been building up.
Yeah.
It's created a very paranoid atmosphere and made people feel insecure and things like that. You know, amongst a group like that's what you've created, Nick.
And it's bad enough living here among strangers. I mean, you get paranoid enough as it is to be doing that as well. It just makes me
absolutely gobsmacked.
Having a hard time in here. It's a very difficult environment. We're all missing our families and our friends, and we're all breaking our minds up what's happening outside. You know, Nick, you just made the whole thing harder. I was doubting the other people in here, and I'm sorry for doubting everybody in here. It was the way you've made me feel, Nick. You have really really disappointed me, and we can drag this out all day and humiliate him. I don't think it's fair. I think we should put it to an end now. Okay, but I would just like you to answer me just the one question, and I'm happy to walk away from here like something. What was your motive? Why were you doing it? Plotting against each other?
There's no plot against each other. I just gave 2 people.
You didn't, Nick.
So you're saying you only wrote 2 names? You only showed 2 names to people?
I showed 2 names.
Nick, listen, Nick. Look, no, hold on a minute. Hold on. We don't want to humiliate you anymore, Nick. Right? All we want you to be is honest and tell us. If you consistently say you have not wrote it on a piece of paper, I will embarrass you because I will go in your bedroom and take the piece of paper out.
Okay. What names did I show you?
No, just answer the question so we can finish this off. Nick, just answer me the honest question.
Craig, on that one bit of paper, there are 6 names which cover 3 weeks nominations.
Just answer my question. How many papers are there and what names are on them?
So organised, isn't it?
He's organised.
Oh my God! If they'd known you're disorganised, I'd give you a job in my office, Nick. Just answer me the question, Nick, because I feel bad, you know, humiliating you like this or putting you in this position.
I showed
Just answer the question.
2 people around this table the same names for this week's nomination.
And what were those names? Sorry, say that again. You showed...
This week's nomination.
Wait, what did you say?
I showed 2 people.
Yeah. Around this table.
Around this table, the names.
For this week. And whose are the names, Nick?
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not convinced that that's true, Nick.
I showed 2 people. One of them is you, Mel.
Right, and you showed them...
It's Thomas.
And who were the names?
And yeah, yes, I've done it, but...
It's my impression, when I spoke to Tom, that we were shown different names. That's the impression I got. Okay, I could be wrong, but I think Tom and myself were shown different names.
No.
What are the names?
You and Thomas showed the same names. I think you showed the same names.
Okay, I think myself and Craig were shown different names then.
You're right, Mel. I'll back that
I
up.
really think that's the case.
Well, obviously, Craig would be showed a different name.
And I think the week before as well, it happened.
I was on it. Thanks, Nick.
So who else's name was on the list this week?
And I also think my name was on the list. I also think you showed my name to people as well.
No, I've never shown your name.
What about my name?
Darren.
I mean,
Nick,
ignoring me.
Nick, you've never showed me names.
No, I know.
I have never
I just said
seen names.
I know.
Yeah?
I know.
So those names, I'm going to go and get those names now.
Yeah. Nicholas, was my name shown this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it would be. The other night we had a discussion that he thought 2 people should be out of the house.
I give you the opportunity a moment ago, right, to drag this out anymore, right? All I'll ask you to be honest with me and tell me about the papers.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I think-
expect it to be
I think
nominated.
one thing I would
it's just
like-
the fact that he's done that. Do you know what I mean? He could have done it with Sada, Caroline, Andy. It just makes me feel sick.
I think there's one thing I'd like to say to everybody. He hasn't influenced anyone's
Yeah, I
vote.
think- yeah, I'm
and
glad
he really
about that.
hasn't. You dismiss
I'm
him.
glad about that. I had confidence that you're all strong enough people to make your own vote.
It's just the fact that my name's been shown this
Craig
week.
and Mel,
Who's that? Craig
Caroline and Nikki.
Craig and Mel?
Craig and Nikki. Where'd you get this from? Where'd you get the pencil from?
And you were so blooming. What was all that with Caroline then? Caroline, you'll be fine. You'll be staying in the house.
I think we
what
should
was all
stop
that?
now. We should stop now.
Stop
Well,
now.
stop now.
It's obvious.
Yeah. Put the papers away.
fine.
Just
Rules
stop.
have been broken.
Yeah.
That's not that
I
bad.
think, Nick, you probably
Leave
need
it
to
up
go
to
and talk
Big
to Big
Brother to
Brother.
sort out.
I'm sick for some reason.
You want my cup of tea?
Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea.
Watching that back, especially Craig, and I'm the worst person at a Scouse accent, but like, you're plotting a very dirty plan. It's like, this is 20 years on. I will speak to the men out there. I get that feeling when you go over a flyover too quick. You know what I mean? That feeling, it makes me chill.
Women get that feeling too when they go over a flyover too quick. It's like the same feeling, it's okay.
This is an educational show. Don't go anywhere, because we've got even more from Big Brother straight after this. What we're about to see, I genuinely, hand on heart, think it cemented Big Brother's future for decades. I really, really do. And I think it was that moment in this country is the reason why 20 years on we're still talking about this show.
Let's watch it, shall we?
You can't just walk out. The reason you can't walk out is it's going to be hell for you out there. You can't just walk out. Okay? It's something that's gone wrong, but you can't walk out. Okay? You just, you know, Big Brother are there to help you, and you need to talk to them about it, okay? Come on, come on. You can't just walk out. I know, come on, it's just got out of control. It's just something that got out of control, it's okay. Come on, sit down. You can't just pack your bags and go, you can't. You can't. You need to work it out, okay? You need to. You have to speak to Big Brother first. Come on, you have to. You can't just walk out. If you walk out now, your life will be hell. It will be absolute hell. Don't worry about us in here. It will be hell out there. This is on national TV. Okay? This is what you're worried about, isn't it? You need to stop packing and you need to speak to Big Brother. They're going to give you some advice. They're going to advise you the best way to deal with it. And then you need to come out and tell us what they've said. Okay, you can't just walk away from it. It's the worst thing you could possibly do, just walking away from it. Can you deal with it? Yeah? Do you agree?
Don't know, Mel. I'll be voted out next week now because of this, so,
But the point being, you can't walk out now. Next week is a whole... Think about deal with that another time. Come on. Before, I mean, you know, they're gonna... I'll give you the best advice that you can. Okay, come out and tell us afterwards what they say.
I've made a mistake.
How are you feeling at the moment?
Upset.
Did you think at some point that they wouldn't notice?
Eventually, yeah.
And how does it feel now?
Like all things in, you know, in retrospect, you know, it was an error. But like all things, if you know, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It's a game show. It's a game. One has to try and do the best they can with it.
What do you see as the future in the house now?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, you know, it'd be probably easier to walk. Yeah, but I'm worried about, obviously, the perception that people have when the episode on the table goes out. I don't want to leave the house at all. But, you know, if the perception outside of them is so bad, you know, I'd rather leave it. There's nothing more terrifying than, walking out of here and people booing and hissing.
Oh my God. I mean, that's the line, isn't it?
That cemented history.
If you live by the sword.
You die by the sword.
Do you know what happened then? I had to go and overnight in a hotel off a motorway somewhere, and Nick got driven and I got to interview him, and it was like a panorama special.
Oh.
It was the craziest thing. We had to do it in secret. There was a paparazzi in a bush. I mean, it was nuts.
That is the moment that Big Brother became an icon.
So Rylan, how was that?
What can I say? I'm sat here with the original Big Mother looking at the original Big Brother. It's every fan's dream come true.
Should we do it again?
I think we should. On one condition, we sign off in the proper way and we do it all again tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
So I will say, make sure you join us again tomorrow for even more Big Brother action. Davina will say...
Good night.
No, night, night.
Oh, night, night.
Get out.
Oh, God.
Get out.
Oh,
Do you know what? I'm
night,
going.
night.
I might be back tomorrow, I might
no,
not.
let me
Night,
do
night.
that again. I completely forgot. Come back, Rylan. Night, night.
That was just the start, by the way. You're being called back to the diary room again tomorrow and all week at 9 p.m. here on E4 for another fine vintage of the Big Brother variety in Best Shows Ever. Next up tonight, though, Kate's got a romance and a city to save in New Batwoman.